Today we're at DeCicco's and Sons in Sleepy Hollow. This is their newest location and it may be their flagship store. DeCicco's and Son is a local grocery store to Westchester, just outside of New York City, where I live. Today, I'm going shopping for the four of us. We just added an addition to the family, born last month, my son Nathaniel. So today's grocery shopping haul is all about what I would actually buy for myself and for my family at the grocery store. Let's go in. I can't wait to see this location. It looks absolutely stunning. Okay, first thing I'm grabbing, and I always grab, is a ton of blueberries. My wife in particular, she likes to get jumbo blueberries. The reason that I'm so big on blueberries is they are full of an antioxidant known as anthocyanins. And these are incredibly important for cognitive health. Besides anthocyanins, they're also rich in other sources of antioxidants and high in fiber. So blueberries are actually something that I eat each and every single day. Even though actually my favorite tasting berry is raspberries, the majority of the berries I eat are blueberries for that reason. However, the favorite berry in the family, among everybody else, is strawberries. So I'm gonna pick up some strawberries for my wife and for the rest of the family. I'm also gonna pick up some cut fruit at this moment because my son was just born. We have a night nurse on staff, so she loves to have yogurt every morning to start up her day and some fresh fruit. I'm gonna go with a berry blend with some kiwis in there as well. Looks delicious. They have a ton of assortment of cut up fruit here at DeCicco's. I'm also gonna pick up some oranges while I'm here. Oranges is something I try to have some sort of citrus fruit each and every single day in my diet because they are very rich in antioxidant as well. So my go-to fruits are typically right now berries and then some sort of citrus fruit, whether it be an orange or whether it be a grapefruit. So I actually ended up finding lion's mane. It's right here. The reason that I wanted lion's mane in particular, it's excellent for cognitive health. I have the blueberries daily for cognition, and I have lion's mane twice a week. I usually have it prepped with something like chicken or steak. It's on the side with a dish. But if you think about foods like blueberries, lion's mane, omega-3s, and then monounsaturated fats like walnuts or olive oil or avocado, these are foods that have cognitive benefits besides other benefits for the rest of your body. So I was walking around looking for broccoli sprouts. I asked them and they do in fact have it. I'm actually really impressed with this store. They have lion's mane, they have broccoli sprouts. This is an awesome start to my shopping. Broccoli sprouts, they're super high in sulforaphane. Broccoli in general has sulforaphane, but broccoli sprouts in particular, 10 to 100 times as much as this very, very important antioxidant. If you eat a lot of protein, you want to get sulforaphane in your diet because colon cancer becomes a real concern when you are eating a lot of animal protein. So we got broccoli sprouts. This is something else I have daily in my diet. Now we're gonna pick up a couple other vegetables. I'm gonna pick up broccoli. I make sure to encourage my family to have broccoli daily for the same reason as this, but this is a little bit more hardcore. Not everybody wants to eat broccoli sprouts. Broccoli's a little simpler, but again, it's not as rich in sulforaphane. So my family typically eats broccoli. I eat broccoli sprouts because I'm a zealot. We're gonna get some asparagus as well. I love asparagus because it's very high in vitamin K. It's also very rich in folate. It's a good source of B6. So we'll pick up some of those, and those are typically our go-to vegetables with dinner. So shout out here to Bolt's Farms. They make incredible dressings that are low calorie, that taste like real salad dressing. The key to these is they are actually made from Greek yogurt itself. So that's why it has a very rich, creamy taste, but at the same time has better macros. So I like the cilantro avocado a lot. I also like the chunky blue cheese and even the ranch cucumber, but I'm gonna get the cilantro avocado today to go along with some more veggies. Okay, as mentioned, avocado, incredibly important for brain health. Also though, monounsaturated fat is incredibly good for our heart health. So monounsaturated olive oil, the ultimate source. Then you're looking at things like macadamia nuts, you're looking at things like almonds, walnuts, and also avocado. And the other benefit to avocado is fiber. But when I have avocado, I typically either have it as guacamole or I have it as a spreadable form. It's just easier to portion than taking an avocado and mashing it up. So they have some awesome spicy avocado here. I'm gonna grab one of those. We'll run through this in no time in my household. Besides an incredible fresh selection of fish here at DeCicco's, they also have an amazing selection of frozen fish. just unbelievable options. Like they literally have seafood sausage. They literally have seafood burgers. I've seen salmon burgers before, but I have never seen seafood sausage before, and they all pass the test. They're all rich in omega-3s. They also had things like crab legs. They had octopus, mussels, all frozen, all look absolutely stunning here at DeCicco's. Okay, so I've already cased the joint. Let's check out what I like here. So of the ground beef selection, they have this 90-10 grass-fed. This passes our protein tests. Remember, take the protein, add a 0 to it. Does it have that many calories or less? It passes our protein test. However, this is not a lean source of animal protein. And when you're eating a lot of animal protein, meaning multiple meals a day with animal protein, you want to select lean sources because you're going to get plenty of fat in your diet, just systemically. For something to be a lean source of protein, it must have less than 4 grams of saturated fat per serving. This has 4.5, so it passed our protein test, but it's not a lean source. However, they do have this venison ground meat that both passes our protein test and is a lean source of animal protein. We're gonna walk over here because they have some awesome grass-fed steaks that are actually reasonably priced. Someone was just commenting on one of my videos and they actually said, Jake, the cost of steaks at Wegmans are absurd, and it's true. I love Wegmans. I go shopping there all the time, but however, the grass-fed steaks, they're just absurd. These are grass-fed skirt steak, semi-reasonably priced, and then we have grass-fed strip steak, very reasonably priced at $20 a pound. Be mindful when you're having steak, you probably want to have about a pound of red meat a week. You hear a lot of people telling you you can have as much saturated fat as you want. It's simply not true. It's correlated with increased LDL, and LDL is highly linked to increased alpha lipoprotein, which we know for a fact leads to plaque buildup in your heart. So just be mindful about the total amount of fat you're consuming when you're having a high protein diet. Just want to highlight one thing. I talked about getting lean sources of protein. Typically with poultry, they're almost always lean sources. But what can happen with things like chicken breast or very lean ground turkey is it can be a bit dry. There's things you can do. You can put sauces on it. You can cook it with vegetables to help bring moisture to it. But you can also just look for things with a slight bit of fat. Like as opposed to getting a 99.1, get something like the 93.7. Or as opposed to getting chicken breast, get something like the chicken thigh. I'm gonna grab 2 packages of the chicken thigh. Macros on this bad boy. We got 110 calories, 22 grams of protein with only 1 gram of saturated fat. Perfect option. I'm gonna grab 2 of these. And then we're gonna finish up our shopping here at DeCicco's. I'm a big proponent of frozen vegetables. They can really save the day. I've already talked about it, but I really like broccoli and asparagus. Green beans frozen are also a great option when you're on the go. Awesome protein bar section here. We've got David's, we've got Quest, we've got Legendary Pop-Tarts, which I'm a huge enthusiast of. We've got Slates. I still have not got an answer back. They promised me that all the protein in David is completely bioavailable. However, there is collagen in it. Their argument is that the egg whites mixed with the collagen causes it all to be bioavailable. It has passed some tests, but I've literally asked people like Lane Norton themselves and not got a direct response. I'd love to hear from somebody, an expert in the subject of bioavailability of protein, if actual all 28 grams are bioavailable. Because remember, collagen does not lead to muscle protein synthesis. It's definitely, probably, possibly good for hair, skin, and nails. Probably not good for ligaments and tendons, and definitely not good for muscle. I'm a big fan of dark chocolate. Out of these brands, I like Endangered Species, this espresso bean, the bomb, and then they also have this 88%. I mean, the darker, the better, the higher polyphenols it's going to be, but I have a very hard time having 100% cacao. It just doesn't taste like dessert at all. So something in the 80s is really great. Something in the high 70s, I just enjoy that more. Some other things that I like at the store, Enlightened. I've been really into their chocolate peanut butter one in particular. Of course, Yasso. Yasso is always a game changer. I do recommend that you don't get the chocolate coated ones because they're a little bit worse in macros. Of course, think of these as dessert, not a high protein option. My wife loves True Fruit. She thinks it's absolutely delicious. For me, I'm not into it, but I get it. I understand why she likes it so much. Also, Halo Top, just be careful because some of the new flavors, they really have a lot of calories. They're delicious, but it kind of defeats the point. Stick to something that's around 300 calories per pint. This place is absolutely stunning, guys. I've shot at all sorts of grocery stores. I think the only thing really comparable was the DeCicco's in Bedford. This is prettier than the Wegmans in New York City. I mean, it's just a stunning, stunning store. I'm gonna pick up some bread here, some sort of high fiber bread. It looks like they have Nature's Own. That's a great brand. Here we go. We've got Keto Life right here. This is my grocery store haul here at DeCicco's. I'm at this Sleepy Hollow location, and this is really just a flagship store. It's even prettier than most of the grocery stores, like the high-end ones that I've seen in New York City. Maybe Italy. Obviously, Italy's really, really impressive, but that's more of like a, almost like a delicatessen store than it is just a grocery store. But this is a stunning store. Awesome, awesome options. And if you're in the Westchester area, you should check it out. If you're also in the Westchester area, you should give me a follow because I've been the premier trainer in this area for years. I have a huge coaching business. I work with people all over the country, but primarily New York City, Westchester, local cats. So if you're looking to lose fat, you're looking to build muscle, you're looking to take control of your health, you can head to jacobzimmer.com. You can follow me on Instagram. You should certainly be subscribed here because we release one long format piece of content each and every single week about nutrition, about training, about health. Thanks for joining me. I hope you liked what you saw today. Thanks for watching, guys.